Hello. So Tegeler introduced a new plugin, and this company is based in Berlin, Germany. And a couple of years ago, they started building hardware units. So, like for instance, they have a compressor out, which is called the Schwerkraftmaschine. This is a hardware unit, not cheap, a couple $1,000s, beautifully built and thought through. And there's also a little extra bonus. You can control this through your DAW. So all the pods are motorized. So whatever you do in your DAW with the control, you see it on the machine because they're connected through the Ethernet, right? But otherwise it's analog, in and out. So no digital converters. They also have their famous Raumzeitmaschine, which is the tube reverb, right? So vacuum tube inside. Got great reviews. Again, I think it's $2,000 or euros back in the day. They still built them. You can still get them. And people love those machines also. And you would get the plugin with it to control, it from your DAW. Now they put out the first emulation. This is their plugin called the Raummaschine, the room machine. And right now there's a demo for 14 days. You can get it and try it for free. Otherwise, I think it's $100, which is reasonable. And a similar approach is very simple. Input, pre-delay, density, size, decay, mix, and the output, right? Power button and bypass. And that's it. So you can have some fun and try and see what it does. They say unique soundscape, breathtaking Raummaschine. Okay, we're gonna try this out. They also give you some presets. If you are lost, if you don't know what those buttons mean, or you don't wanna play around, you just pick one of their suggested templates and see what it does. And we're gonna do this. I'm gonna hop over to Cubase and give this a try. All right, here we are. This is a guitar sample, lo-fi guitar loop I pulled from the media bay. This comes with Cubase, so I found this. I think it's usable. And let's start with everything at 0. See, I'm not using any presets. Just give it a try. So this is the bypass button, active and not active. There's also, of course, the bypass button here. I inserted this right now on the track. So we can, with the mix dial, we can determine if we want a 50-50 split or how much we actually want to use on the dry signal. So this is how it's going to sound dry. Let's play this first. Let's bring in the input. A little signal here. Let's leave this at 0. This density, let's give a little density. Not much yet. Size of the room, I guess. Here we go. All right, we're still at dry. Let's go up. 50-50. 100%. That's a lot of decay. Nice. Let's make this a little larger. Yeah, if you click the right mouse, you can actually go and determine how large you want the interface from X large. Oh, that's really big. But on my screen looks good. Let's leave it large. You can also click the cogwheel and you get the size here and also the presets, right? So with guitars, I can go actually in. Let's take a look what Small Studio, what they recommend. Aha, input at 7-ish, density is in the middle, decay in the middle, mix is right now at 100, and the output is at 7, matches pretty much the input. It's a little less because I guess we're gonna add some reverb. Let's hear it. Very nice. Let's hear the studio. Yeah, it's very nice, very subtle, this setting here. And I like that too. Sometimes you just want to add a tiny bit of room, especially if you record it in a very dry environment. And if you listen to the guitar by itself, it's super dry, right? So with the size button, we can increase the room size and add a little more decay. Make it a little more dirty with the density. Yeah, very nice. Jazz. Okay. Little drier on the rock setting. Presets are nice. Yeah, very nice. Smooth sounds, no artifacts. Let's listen to a drum kit. So here I am with a drum loop. This is played by the Groove Agent, also from the library over there. Just quickly pull that in. I looked up the presets under drums. There's a medium room. I pull this in here. You click on it. It's going to change the meters, the dials, right? You can see that, how it switches around. So, okay, this is way too much. Why? Because it's on 10. That's when you use it as a send unit on the aux track, but we don't do that. So let's go back to dry mix because I have it on the track itself right now. So let's bring in the room. Nice. Yeah, it just adds a tiny bit of environment, right? Not too much. Makes it a little fatter. I think that's the tube warmth, you know, of the real unit emulated here in the plugin. It's great stuff. A small drum hall, small drum room, small studio. Let's see what happens here. A little more density, less decay. Let's get this down. Let's listen to the small studio. Yeah, nice settings. Sounds very clean, very crisp, and just adds a little more oomph to our loop, right? Especially the kick and things like that. There's no EQ, as you can see. You cannot roll off the lows or do anything, right? So that's you need to address this separately in your chain if you want to control how this machine kicks in or filter things out. But I think you don't need that. Yeah, so let's hop over to a different sound. This is a Rhodes keyboard, which I also pulled from the library, and see what it does on a keyboard sound. Okay, little room. Let's bring it in. There's a lot of size, so I'm gonna reduce the size and increase the mix. Bypass. Yeah, very nice. Beautiful, clean sounding reverb. And you can hear the coloration, makes it a little warmer. I think that's the tube you're gonna hear in the real hardware unit. So nice, interface. I like the simplicity of it. You can immediately get to work, leave the input output alone, watch your meters for that, and just play with the pre-delay maybe a little bit, the density of the room, the size of the room, and the decay. And then if you don't use the send, if you use the send button, you have this on 10, and then you use the send button over in your effects setting. Or you just, if you have it directly on the track, you can do it right here with the mix, right? So great. Yeah, for the price, I think it's has beautiful options. I don't know if you need it. You need to be the judge of that. Download it for 14 days, try it out, and see if that adds to your collection sounds you usually don't have, or the coloration you like here with that tube vibe. So, but it's definitely a nice product, and I still would love to get the hardware unit at one point, but gotta save some money for that, right? So anyway, congrats Tegeler, beautiful plugin, and here it is, the Raummaschine from Tegeler. Thanks for watching. Bye.